Hello, and we are back with Kill or Love. And if you can just hear from the sounds of this music, something is about to go down. I don't really have that much of a grip on the story aside from the fact that the character we're playing, Jack, has some relationship with this nurse. There's a woman named Grace. A little bit more here, and basically, Anna is basically holding the life of Grace over Jack's head. Let's keep going. This music is hitting. Props to whoever did this soundtrack. So good. August 7th. I can't just sit here waiting. Color change. Even darker. I've gotta wait. And I will. But I feel like I can't wait either. I'm doing nothing. And it's eating me up. If a stomach is empty long enough, it starts eating itself. Do you know that? I know that. If I don't do something right now, I'm afraid I might go crazy. I'm back to normal. I'm going to write down everything that happened. Maybe that'll help me make sense of things. Right now, my thoughts are buzzing together in my mind like flies around a turd. God. Hold up, wait a minute. Pardon me right quick, I'm gonna take a drink. Almost like I thought he was trying to get poetic with it, but oh, my thoughts are buzzing around in my mind like flies around a piece of poop. There you go. That was that for some poetry. Alright, let's get serious again. Back in character. I want my mind to be clear. To do what I'm going to do and to do it properly, my mind needs to be clear, unclouded. This notebook is small, but I think I've got enough space to write everything down. It's not a long story. So here it goes. Everything. Flashback? Okay. Alright, let me keep going. Like, for some reason, this picture kind of got me. Kind of threw me off. I met Anna. Met her a week. Alright, focus, Lotus. Focus. I met Anna. Met her again after so many years in the store where I worked. Well, he was a store worker. Grace wasn't there at the time. It wasn't a coincidence that Anna visited the store when she did. It couldn't have been. She must have been following me. There she is. The first time she came in, I was at the cash register. She walked right up to me, cutting in line. Persistent. An old woman was busy counting her change and didn't complain. Nobody else complained either. Anna stood there, a while, staring at me. Then she said, No, I can't do this. I can't start here. I can't do it. There's already too much of that woman in my life. I've got to start with someone else. Someone I miss. Grace. We have not actually seen Grace yet. And speak of the Angel and she will appear. Grace was a girl who worked at the same store I worked at. Oh, it was like that. She was, and still is, a kind, sweet girl. She's a little quiet, but that's perfectly fine. What the hell? I hated her. I hated most people. Okay. And most things. I was a real asshole. I didn't spend time with other people. Whenever a coworker invited me somewhere, I'd turn them down. Sounds like me. I didn't chat with anyone during breaks either. Me again. It was just how I was, how I'd always been. I avoided Grace too, of course. She tried to talk to me a few times, but then I started avoiding her even more. I only took shifts I thought she wouldn't take. The times we would the times we'd still end up the times we still ended up working together, I stayed as far away from her as I could. It worked for a while. Then came the day we talked, really talked for the first time. I was restocking the shelves along an old greasy long this guy's descriptions. I was restocking the shelves alongside an old greasy long-haired man when Grace came along. I didn't even look at her. Instead, I became very interested in stacking cans of food onto the lower shelves. I waited for her to leave. Don, could you switch with me, alright? You can go help Susie. I already did the bottom shelves there. Don, the old man, thanked her and left. And Grace started working next to me. A minute went by. I found that I couldn't work in peace. Just her being there made me upset. I had to say something. I'm fine on my own. If you want to take a break or something, you can. I'm fine on my own. Oh no, I don't mind doing this. I see. Can't you take a hint? I thought then. It's his back, you know. What? Don's back hurts a lot, so I asked him to switch. Oh, I see. He has trouble with the lower shelves, so... I don't like doing that because it sounds so silly. I get it. I didn't do it to bother you, I swear. I said I get it. Okay. We went on restocking in silence for about another minute. I know you don't like me very much, so I thought you might think I was bothering you on purpose. So, I'm sorry. I sighed. Who says I don't like you? Huh? Don't you? You're always avoiding me. Yeah, don't take that personally. That's just how I am. I don't care about other people. Fucking dumbass. If I could go back and punch... if I could go back in time and punch myself in the mouth, I would. So you like me? What? No, I didn't say that. Get a clue. Just kidding. We didn't talk for the rest of the day, so I thought that was that. She'll leave me alone, I thought, now that she knows I prefer it that way. But she didn't. I've always thanked my lucky stars that she didn't leave me alone after that. Maybe she should have, though. For her own sake. I hope she can forgive me. What did this nurse do? Writing about the past has been a good idea. Right now, it doesn't even bother me where I am, who I'm with. And thinking of Grace, remembering the way she smiled, it's giving me courage. She got hurt because of me, so I'll do anything to make her happy and safe. The weather was nice out today. The sky was blue. There was a tiny window on the wall to my left. I can look through it if I twist my head around. That small patch of the sky is the only beautiful thing around here. That and my memories of her. This again. Hi, Jack. Hi. Beautiful morning, isn't it? Let's give it our all. Let's give it our all today. Yep, let's do that. Kind of having a bit of effect on him, huh? Uniform is kind of all wrinkly, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, it is. I haven't gotten an iron, so... Geez, you really are hopeless, aren't you? I wouldn't go that far. I could iron your clothes for you if you said pretty please. August 8th. After that one time, Grace started coming up to me more and more, talking to me more and more. It was a gradual thing. Just hello and goodbye, and how are you doing at first. Eventually, they grew to full conversations. Well, I say full conversations. They were still pretty bare bones. I noticed how friendly she was, being, of course. But I didn't push her away. I couldn't tell why I didn't do that. I surprised myself every day by not telling her to screw off. Hey, Jack. There's this bar just down the road. I heard it's a good place to go. So how about we go there after work today to relax? And when she asked me out for drinks, I surprised myself further by saying, sure. It reminds me of like one of the jobs I worked. I had a coworker that I actually had a crush on, and I didn't know how to ask her, like just to hang out or whatever. I talked to like maybe 5 different friends on how to approach it. And I mean, eventually we did hang out. We didn't date. We're friends now. And also, she likes visual novels too. How do you like it here? Is it nice? It's alright, I guess. I don't really know, honestly. I don't go to places like this. Same here, because I don't go to bars. Oh, well, I don't either. Not a lot. But I thought it'd be fun, you know? Grace ordered a Jack and a Coke. I didn't know what to get, so I asked for one too. Our drinks came quickly. They were cool and pleasantly sweet, but I couldn't enjoy mine. I was in a bad mood. The waitress had giggled while taking my order and took it as an insult, or it was something else just as dumb. I can't remember exactly. Feels good to relax after a long day at work, doesn't it? I grumbled. What is it, Jack? Nothing. I sipped my drink. Something's bothering you, isn't it? I said it's nothing. I'm just not cut out for this stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have to drink if you don't want to. I don't mean that. I mean all of this. I gestured at everything around us. Doing things with people. Huh? Why? You wouldn't get it even if I explained. You're just too different. I've had it rough in life. Really? I'm sorry to hear that. But doesn't that mean you can't... That doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself now. Well... You'll be ashamed to not do fun things just because of that. True. No, what I'm saying is, it's just not fun for me. I don't like this. Is she crying or is she sleepy? How can you say that? We've barely been here for 10 minutes. I just know. She didn't seem happy I said that. Okay, she kind of pissed off. So you want to leave? I hadn't actually thought of leaving. I just complained just to complain. Well, you can't leave. Not yet. Oh yeah? Yes! From Daniel Bryan's comeback to freaking Ryunosuke Naruhodo and the Greatest Attorney shouting yes a whole bunch in the beginning of the freaking visual in the freaking Greatest Ace Attorney. Like, just hearing solitary single yeses will make me chuckle. If you keep going like this, you're never gonna have any fun in life. So promise me you at least give being with me a chance. You want me to stay here longer? Yes. At least another hour. A whole hour? Please? Fine. I can do an hour. Thank you. You won't regret it. Yeah. Sure. It seemed like such a long time. There was a clock on the wall opposite me. I was going to stare at it for a whole hour, counting down the minutes. Then, when the hour passed, I would get up and leave. Simple as that. But then something happened. What's this? Grace was having trouble. I'd never seen her so awkward. She was stammering, struggling to find stuff to talk about. I realized it was because I was sitting there, barely saying anything. I was acting all grumpy too. That couldn't have helped. Back in the store, with so many distractions around us, it had been easy for her to chat with me every so often, a few words here and there. I hadn't had to do much back then besides nod. Sitting down, talking face to face, it simply couldn't work like that. After more than a few failed attempts to get the ball rolling, Grace gave up. That is definitely the face of someone who is just giving it up. Not like that. She sat there, looking at her drink instead of me. She was most likely working up the courage to end this early. In just a few minutes, I'd be free to leave. I found I couldn't stand that. So I started talking. I said the first thing that came to mind, no matter how stupid. With a little bit of poetry talking about turds around flies, what did he say first? I don't know why I did it. It feels so unlike me, both feeling bad for someone and talking with no filter. Or unlike the past me. Maybe I was finally warming up to Grace. Or maybe it was the alcohol. I don't know. I don't drink. Which is funny because I don't know is in this freaking line too. I don't know. Maybe it was both. The reason doesn't matter. What matters is that it happened. Back then there was a part of me that never relaxed, no matter what. No, it wasn't even a part of me. Pretty much all of me was like that. Like a fist that wouldn't unclench. But now I found I could relax it, little by little by little. And before I knew it, I really was having fun in this girl's presence, talking to her, laughing with her, simply spending time with her. What did we talk about? I don't remember. What I do remember is that I had more fun than I'd had in years. When the hour passed, I didn't say anything. We just stayed there for hours longer. I do remember one thing we talked about, actually. We somehow got on the topic of family. What's your family like, Jack? Ah, I... I can't say. Oh, I see. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I'm sorry I asked. I'm kind of... not on speaking terms with my family either. Why is that? That's, actually, I really don't really want to talk about it with other people all that much. Or hang out with them. Well, outside of work. I'm kind of alone a lot of the time. What? Really? Yeah. This surprised me. I was surprised a lot back then. I never thought Grace was anything like me. But you're so friendly with the people at the store. That's all it is. It's not that I wouldn't like to spend more time with them, but I don't know. It feels like if I let them in, they're gonna turn out not nice. But you're different. You're just trying to get by. I don't think you'd use someone. God, when I say it like that, it doesn't sound right at all. You must think I'm really weird. I'm sorry. No, I don't think you are. It makes sense what you said. Really? Thank you, Jack. I really, really hoped you'd understand, and I'm so happy that you do. I really feel like you're someone I can trust. We went for drinks again next week, and then once more the week after. Went for same thing. The week after that, we had dinner together at a greasy little restaurant we could afford to eat, because stores ain't paying that much. I tried to impress her by ordering wine. I'd never had wine. It was disgusting, but I had guessed it would be disgusting, so I forced my way through a glass anyway. I even said it was delicious. Then Grace tried some, told me it was spoiled. She teased the hell out of me for that. I wasn't bitter about it. I laughed along. Strange how quickly people can change sometimes. We started going out more often, to bars, cheap restaurants, places like that. We took a lot of walks together too, and one time, we even went to the movies. After about a month of this, I asked Grace if she'd be my girlfriend. What? Am I not your girlfriend already? Oh. And that's how it went. How cute. And this music is so good. August 9th. A few weeks later, she told me what happened to her back when she still lived with her family. I'd known for a while that something had happened, something she hadn't shared with anyone before, but when she told me what it was, a few of the things she said. No, I shouldn't write it down here. It feels wrong. It's not mine to tell. What if someone found this journal? I had never imagined she was living with such a burden. When I found out, I felt crushed. I know. God, I feel like an idiot. And after I told you I'd had it rough? No, it's fine. Don't feel bad about it, please. You've got your troubles, and I've got mine. I know, but can't we do something? There's nothing to do. It's all over now. All I can do is keep looking forward. You know? I hugged her and told her how brave she was for telling me. I told her I'd protect her, keep her safe forever. And I meant it. And I failed her. But that comes later. For now, I figured I should tell her what my own troubles had been. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. It's okay. I do want to. I'd managed to keep quiet about my past. I had only alluded to things. Now I told her everything. It wasn't a long story. What? Nothing? You don't remember anything? It's okay, it's not exactly nothing. But my teen years are fuzzy, and everything before that, it's like it doesn't exist. What about your family? I don't know. Maybe I had one. I was in a lot of institutions before I turned 18. Ah. Oh, Jack. I'll tell you about those times if you want, but there's not a lot to tell. Nothing really ever happened to me. I wish I could tell you everything about my life. I really do. But I can't. That's fine. Did you ever try to find out about my life before then? Yeah. Oh, junk. Oh, junk. I didn't. Why not? I don't know. I just never felt like it, I guess. I must have known even back then that some memories are best left buried. I'm sure I would like to remember if I couldn't. But you're fine with it? Yeah. Well, okay. Tell me about the times you can remember then. So I went on to tell her about the few bland memories I had. Yeah, that is chapter 2. So, both of the two of them, they hooked up, and Jack has had like a crazy past, but he can't remember it. Sounds like the story of every freaking young person that became like an experiment in one of these fantasy novels or something like that. But yeah, chapter 2, so we're learning a little bit more. Now I just wonder where the nurse chick comes in. That's what I'm really interested to see. But till next time, I will catch y'all when we delve into chapter 3. See ya.